Good evening. You're watching Left, Right and Centre. I'm Nidhi Razdan. On the show tonight, have Narendra Modi's prime ministerial ambitions hit a roadblock as his own party colleagues urge the RSS to delay an announcement? What do we make of Mr. Modi's statement then to stay on as Gujarat Chief Minister till 2017? That's the big debate tonight. Well, it's looking increasingly clear that Mr. Modi's real problem at the moment seems to be within his own party. NDTV has learnt that LK Advani and Sushma Swaraj have told the RSS leadership this week to delay any announcement on Mr. Modi as the prime ministerial candidate, at least until after the assembly polls. Meanwhile, Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan today denied reports that he had reservations about Mr. Modi's elevation.
Twin attacks on Narendra Modi has got the BJP and the RSS worried. First, the sting involving two BJP MPs for helping Modi, then jailed IPS officer Vanzara, a one-time favoured cop, launched a scathing attack. This at a time the RSS is trying to get a faction of the party on board to declare him as a prime ministerial candidate sooner rather than later.
हमारे बहुत ही लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री नरेंद्र भाई के ऊपर भी इस तरीके से इस समय प्रहार किए जा रहे हैं। प्रहार तो बहुत पहले से हो रहे हैं, लेकिन उसकी कोई चिंता की बात नहीं है। जो सच है वो है।
But Modi's real challenge is the dissent within. On Wednesday, RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat had dinner with Sushma Swaraj and LK Advani to be told, do not declare Modi as a candidate for Prime Minister till the assembly polls are over. Otherwise, Modi will polarize politics and issues like UPS corruption and disarray will get sidelined. The detractors raised another demand. If Modi is anointed, he should leave Gujarat. Modi had to tackle that.
હમણાં ગુજરાતની જનતાએ મને 2017 સુધી તમારી સેવા કરવાનું કામ સોંપ્યું છે એ જ મારે કરવાની હોય જી જાનથી કરવાની હોય.
The other jitter came from reports that the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister is opposing Modi's anointment. Shivraj Chauhan had to issue a denial. On 9th June, the BJP anointed Narendra Modi as its campaign chief in Advani's absence. LK Advani had resigned. RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat intervened, asked Advani to withdraw, but then decided that Modi will be anointed as a prime ministerial candidate only when a consensus had emerged. Now Narendra Modi is waiting for the light to turn green, but senses that there is hesitation in the Sangha Parivar in the face of opposition. In Delhi, Rahul Srivastava for NDTV.
So what do we make of Narendra Modi's prime ministerial ambitions, and what do all these developments mean for those ambitions? Joining us tonight, we have a commentator and journalist Ashok Malik in the studio with us. Senior lawyer Dushyant Dave joins us tonight from Delhi. Also with us, Mr. Jai Narayan Vyas, senior Gujarat BJP leader. Let me first ask Ashok Malik, what do we make of Mr. Modi's comments yesterday? Because there have been about 25 different interpretations of that. Is he being honest in his reluctance, seeming reluctance for the PM's chair? What did he mean, according to you?
It was at a function in the school, so it was probably an off-the-cuff answer to a question that perhaps surprised him. I would imagine he's trying to say I'm not overly ambitious, and he's trying to sort of underplay personal ambition, and he's also trying to say I have been elected to serve Gujarat, I will serve Gujarat. Now obviously if his party nominates him to be a prime ministerial candidate, those circumstances change. So there's nothing which he said yesterday which stops him from accepting a prime ministerial nomination if it comes.
But why underplay that personal ambition now when he hasn't really hidden it otherwise? Is it because of that? Because he seemed to be not hiding it? Because he seemed to be maybe stating it too much?
I don't think he's stated that he wants to become prime minister even once, to be fair.
Not in that way, but it's through his actions, yes.
Nobody does. I think politicians in this country, like elsewhere, try to hide their ambitions and in public. Everyone does it. Modi does it, others do it as well. You won't find Mulayam saying I want to become PM. Everyone knows he wants to
he didn't have to say it, but the fact that he had an Independence Day speech where he was challenging the Prime Minister, the fact that he took it upon himself to write a separate letter to the PM, for instance, on the food bill, these are just actions that made him seem like he was above everyone else in his own party.
Yes, he is a bit of a first among equals, and as the party's election committee chief, he is in a sense the de facto face of the party, but he hasn't quite become de jure yet, and I think while he would want to for the moment project himself as a BJP spokesperson, he's not quite ready to be prime ministerial candidate. He is actually anointed so by the party.
Dushyant Dave, what do you make of Mr. Modi's comment? Because those who are his critics feel that it is a tactical strategy by him at this particular time. Maybe it's a way to actually exert pressure on his party to say, well, take it or leave it, you know, decide now about what you want to do with me. How do you read it?
It's very simple. Knowing Mr. Modi that I do, and I have been following him very carefully, this was an orchestrated question and equally well rehearsed answer. And he has made this statement only to put pressure on the RSS leadership and the BJP leadership. There is nothing more to it, nothing less. So it's very clear to my mind.
Okay, so you believe it was very well orchestrated and well rehearsed. Mr. Narendra Vyas, you've heard the two different interpretations. What does the BJP feel?
Well, let me first clarify that the Bharatiya Janata Party president, next day he took over, he made this issue very clear. He said whether somebody will be nominated as BJP's prime ministerial candidate, if at all he is to be nominated, that decision will be taken by the parliamentary board at appropriate time. So as far as party is concerned, the position is clear. Now, as far as everybody else in the party is concerned, each individual is party's the soldier first. We are all Karyakars. The different time, different responsibilities are assigned to different people. So right now, Mr. Modi has been assigned the responsibility to head the state of Gujarat. He is doing it. At appropriate time, if the party thinks that he is better suited for some other assignment, the party will take the decision. So I don't think this should be interpreted beyond this. As of now, what he has stated is the reality. He is the Chief Minister of Gujarat and he should be there till 2017. That is the mandate that has been given by the people.
Mr. Vyas,
so it's only a statement of facts.
But he hasn't said it before. Mr. Vyas, he hasn't said it before, and he said it at a very critical time when the RSS is actually expected to take a call on this, perhaps next week, later this month, before the 20th of September. There is an expectation that he may be anointed as the prime ministerial candidate before that. So why say this at this particular time? He hasn't said it before.
See, let me first make it very clear that who is setting this agenda? That X is going to take this decision now, somebody will take it on 9th, somebody would have taken it 1 month back. I think these are all agendas set out of speculations. There is, I mean, as far as the party is concerned, there is a set guideline that the parliamentary board and parliamentary board alone will take the decision. There cannot be any announcement outside the realm of the parliamentary board. So if you have a hypothetical agenda and if we debate on the dates one by one, I think this is just a hype being created on an issue which is not there.
But you know, one of the other interpretations, Ashok, is that there's also maybe a realization that the election may be too close to call for both parties, that they're going to need more and more allies. Maybe Mr. Modi should take a step back. The reports of Sushma Swaraj and LK Advani strongly opposing any announcement right now, maybe that has also made him take a step back. Is that possible?
You see, from my understanding of the BJP, apart from a couple of individuals who you may have named earlier in this program, I don't think there are any second thoughts in the BJP. The BJP, from what I understand of the party, is quite clear that Modi is their best card. And I don't think there's any hesitation within the BJP or its affiliated organizations in nominating Modi as the face of the party or prime ministerial candidate, call him what you will. I don't think there's any hesitation on the BJP's part. Unlike previous elections like 98 or 99, where the BJP worked on the larger NDA, the broader coalition platform, even in 2004 it did. This time, for better or worse, it's decided to go on its individual identity and is going to wait for allies to come later. That may be a good policy, maybe a bad policy, but that is the BJP strategy. I don't think there are too many second thoughts on Modi. Those who are opposing Modi, and some people, senior people are certainly, can delay Modi's nomination as prime ministerial candidate, in my opinion. I don't think they can deny it.
Okay, Dushyant, would you agree with that? That, you know, despite your criticism of Mr. Modi's politics over these years, that he has emerged as, at least for the BJP and for their cadre, the leader to go with as the face for 2014?
See, there are two ways to look at it. There is no doubt about the fact that Mr. Modi has caught the imagination of large number of people in the country across the states. I mean, I can't deny that fact, especially in the middle classes and, the urban areas. No question about that. But having said that, I must also say that Mr. Modi is in his heart not a Democrat. Mr. Modi does not know how to carry people with him. Mr. Modi does not respect institutions, be it judiciary, be it executive, be it legislature. Mr. Modi is his own man. He never has encouraged good people around him. Everybody in his cabinet, everybody in his bureaucracy are people who are minions, who can't even raise a grievance with him, much less, disagree with him. In Gujarat, he has created a virtual atmosphere of fear psychosis. Forget the minorities. But even amongst the most influential people, there is nobody I know who can publicly disagree with Mr. Modi, much less, defy him. Now, Mr. Modi, therefore, has to be taken with a bag full of salt. He certainly has his advantages, because he is a very good speaker. And he can really, he's a street fighter in politics. He can reduce politics to extremely cheap level of debates. But, BJP and RSS, to my mind, are ultimately extremely responsible organizations. They will sooner or later realize that taking Mr. Modi forward is a big liability for them. It's a big liability on the nation, because we cannot afford polarization with almost 20% of our population belonging to minorities, be it the Muslims, Christians or Sikhs. And Mr. Modi is known to have a dislike for minorities.